What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my little live stream. A little later than usual. I understand. What is it? Almost noon on a Sunday. Welcome to my little live stream. I'm distracted. I'm trying to get Instagram on this damn thing. I think I finally got it. Okay, we can start. We got Jamie Lynn. She's first on the whole damn thing. Good morning, Open Squad. Hope you're having a great Sunday in this crazy world. Man, it's getting crazy, huh? A little bit. We got Clubby the Disco Baller. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning to you, Clubby the Disco Baller. How are you? How is everybody? Like life is weird, man. Weird. I guess we got to talk about I don't know what's going on in the world. We should talk a little. I don't know what's going on in the world. Stuck at night. Yo, Opie, what's up, brother? How are you? Jared, morning. Oh, crazy times indeed. Sup? John Court's down there in Philly. We're heading to Philly to pick up the kids from the in-laws in about an hour or two. So I figured I would turn this on because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it tomorrow morning. So I figured I would get one more in before we do a back and forth to Philly. Happy Sunday, Open Squad. Perfect beach day. Yeah, it's a perfect beach day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out there, but Andy Vollins saying hi. We got Will. Hey, Open Squad. I actually made it. Yes, you did. Darren Albertson, how are you? Sup. Come on, man. What do you think of the Trump thing? I saw it live on the TV. Who saw it live on the TV? I couldn't believe it. I think I've been in shock ever since, man. I'm just minding my own business. We're having a lazy day here at the beach. We were getting ready to go to my friend's party. They were having a memorial for his wife's mother. That's a story in itself. It's a story in itself. Got a couple stories from that. But, so my wife's getting ready. I'm watching the TV, and I haven't watched a Trump rally in a while. I'm like, let me throw the Trump on because this could be interesting with the whole Biden thing. Oh, remember Biden was unfit for office. Remember that? Oh yeah. No one's going to be talking about that for at least a week. Trump knocked that whole thing out of the headlines. Oh my God. But because of the Biden and him messing up so many things, the debate was a disaster. Then Biden calling Kamala Harris Vice President Trump, and then calling Zelensky Putin. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna check out the. I'm going to be checking out the rally because it's going to be a little wild. God, I didn't realize how wild it was going to be. And a few minutes into the thing, I don't have to explain to you that they're showing it over and over and over again. And when Trump went like this to his ear, I was like, what the hell? Did someone throw something at him? Because you're not expecting to watch an assassination attempt live on the TV in this day and age because they button down these politicians, but they made a whole bunch of mistakes yesterday, which we will be hearing about for the next, 10 years. But when Trump went like that, I was thinking, man, someone threw something at him in the crowd. That's crazy. And then I'm hearing the pop, 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 pop. I'm like, holy shit, that's gunfire. And then when Trump went down, I was convinced it was over, Johnny. I'm like, oh, my God. Just like anyone else. But I think what saved Trump in the end is during his rally there, he wanted the crowd to see a graphic. So I guess they had the big screens on the sides, and he was pointing to the graphic and as you could see here, and that turn of the head, I think, saved Trump's life. That's how close it was yesterday, because if he was still talking to the crowd like this, boom, direct shot right into the temple. But he turned to the side because he wanted the crowd to see a graphic on the big screen. And I do believe that's what saved Trump's life. He goes down awkwardly and weird. And the reason he went down awkwardly and weird is because he was wearing a bulletproof vest. And if any of you have ever put a box on your body just to be a silly goose, you'd realize you can't really move that well, right? Can't move that well. That's why Trump went down the way he did, because he couldn't just quickly bend over and go down. He kind of went down slowly, and I swear to you, man, I didn't think he was getting up. I'm like, this is crazy. And then, of course, the rest is history. He gets up, he's bleeding, and then he's pumping his fists, yelling, fight, 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 and there's an American flag behind him, and guess what? Trump will be the next president of these United States of America. The optics are just insane. And there's so many people that are going to now vote for Trump because of what happened yesterday. There's no doubt in my mind. You got to go back to President Reagan. President Reagan, when I was just a little tot, and there's an attempt on his life, right? And the guy that tried to kill President Reagan. By the way, he's in a coffee shop right now, just enjoying his Sunday, just like me and you. He's out and about. They have realized he's no threat to anybody anymore, so he just wanders around now. Enough time goes by, and that's what happens. But back in the day when Hinckley there tried to take out the Reagan. Well, the next election for Reagan, he won in a landslide. He won 49 out of the 50 states. That's what's going to happen with Trump. Biden doesn't have a shot. He doesn't have a shot. Oh, don't say he doesn't have a shot. Oh, my God. Oh, you're insensitive. Do you got an angle on this Trump story? What do you want to know? Silly, chilly, hilly, Philly, Millie, Billy. What's my angle? My angle is like everybody else. And then, the dark net there, they're going crazy with conspiracy theories. It was an inside job. The CIA was in on it. He was taken out by one of his own guys, or almost taken out by one of his own guys. Nah, I think it's just what it is. 20-year-old loner thinking some crazy crap in his head. And somehow he was able to get on that roof, and everyone's yelling, "There's a guy on the roof with a gun!" And for whatever reason, they didn't really take care of that rooftop. That's weird. That's like really weird, right? But I don't have any inside shit. It's what everyone is saying over and over and over and over again on the TV. But Trump just showed he's a gangster. Make America gangsta again. That's what Trump did yesterday. Are you kidding me? And then, his first thought was, well, I need my shoes. I need to get my shoes and glasses so I'll have them. He goes, I need my shoes. And then the fist pump. I'm like, it's so over. Somewhere they had explained to Biden what happened, obviously. Well, you see, he survived an assassination attempt. He's bloody. He's in front of an American flag going fight with his fist in the air. You're screwed. Because that's all it takes for someone to vote for somebody in America. Oh, they're not even going to pay attention to policy anymore. They're going to pay attention to Mr. Trump in front of an American flag with the fist in the air saying fight as blood is pouring down the side of his face. Good God. Hi, Gail. How are you? We got this guy, what is it, Michelle B. Handy or something like that? Let's drink non-alcoholic beer and build a shed. Oh, that sounds like a blast. Vivek Sharma, it's worrying how much his base is going to be riled up by all this. Oh, they are going to be riled up, all right. They sure are. And then I just had just a weird nervous feeling all day yesterday. All day. And, I, for one, I'm going to say it. I'm glad that, Trump's okay. Because that's not how it should be in America. What, you don't like your opponents, so you got to take them out? That's other country shit, right? Is there a part of anybody that thinks maybe it was staged, or am I just crazy? Yeah, Q Hart, crazy on you. How is it staged? Let's walk through that scenario. It was staged. Like Trump staged that? And what says, make sure you just nick my ear? That's taking a crazy ass chance, don't you think? Or maybe Trump had a razor blade. Maybe he went WWE and he had a little razor blade and he went like this. Oh, maybe he did that. There's the conspiracy right there, folks. Maybe he learned a little something from the Vince McMahon. He's like, all right, so you fire a few shots, kill a couple of, the people in attendance to make it look good. And then I'm going to make believe I got hit. I'm going to take the razor blade and scrape it across my ear. That'll bleed pretty good. Then I'll bend down. And then I'll work on it a little more to make sure it's really good. Then I'll pop up, fist, fight. And then you guys can drag me off. And then you can see the Melissa McCarthy Secret Service lady just fumbling about being a panicky Pete. This is perfect. Man, I don't think it was staged. My Gia there. Oh, it says I'm not Gia though. Geo. I'm not Geo. Okay, I don't think it was staged, but I'm sure the internet is gonna run. They're gonna run with this. They're gonna run with this like Forrest running across America. Oh my God, they're gonna run, 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 run. I feel like a movie, like we forked off into another alternate reality. It's crazy. It is the perfect scenario for Trump. Trust me, as far as like becoming the next president, it's the perfect scenario that he survives that. Oh my God! You think it fired up his base? I saw I was confused at first. Yeah, that's Willie. That's what I was very, very confused because at first I'm like they just threw something at him because if you pay attention, these politicians, they really, really protect them now. They protect them with angles. They usually have drones in the sky. They usually set up like blockers that you don't even see on TV, so you can't get an angle on the guy. But for whatever reason, man, they effed up. And what about the sniper? He looks up really quick to go, all right. And then quickly down and in a split second takes the guy out. Good God. Good God. Yes, we are riled up. Will Iommi is riled up. Can't turn America gangster. White people going to be calling police 24/7. Going to be calling police 24/7? Well, I mean, they got to change the slogan. I don't know if anyone else has suggested it, but that hat now represents, when Trump's wearing it, make America gangster again. He became a gangster yesterday. Holy, he is part of folklore. That picture will be, that iconic picture will be, well, it already is everywhere. It's going to be on every fucking shirt, every poster. It's going to be in TV ads. That picture is going to be in history books for generations to come. That's what happened yesterday. Trump's a boss. It's just unbelievable. Trump gets shot, and then you got the Melissa McCarthy lady who's like panicking. She can't get her gun back in the holster. And then you got the other female agent that quickly puts on her sunglasses. She wants to look cool. I want to look cool. That was crazy, man. And I have felt weird ever since. I'm not even going to lie to you. I felt weird because then when I realized it was gunshots and he went down, I'm like, holy shit, he ain't getting up. And then even when he got up and you saw the year and stuff, I'm like, that's adrenaline. He's going to collapse in that SUV, and that's going to be it for Trump. That's what I was thinking at first. And then they finally said he was all right and he was safe. And it was like, I was absolutely relieved by that. Yeah, some people are saying that a bullet hit some glass surrounding him and glass shards hit him. That's crazy how close it was. Well, did you see? I'm sure everyone has seen everything, so I'm not turning anyone on to anything here. But did you see the picture from the New York Times where you could see the vapor trail of the bullet right behind Trump? That was real. That was real. That wasn't AI. That was none of that garbage. So that bullet went flying behind him, that close. Hey, Pugs, what's going on, brother? Was he actually shot or was it glass from the prompter? That's what they're trying to figure out. There's people yelling on the beach. Both have been reported. You're 100% either way. Even if it's the shards of glass, either way, it's crazy. Yeah, it doesn't matter if it was the glass or the bullet. There you go. Minash, the assassin went to the Mike Tyson School of Assassinations. The memes. The internet is undefeated. The internet is undefeated. The memes, the tweets, it's just been incredible. Absolutely incredible. Very entertaining. And then you feel weird because it's so entertaining. But very entertaining, the whole goddamn thing. I don't know, man. We live in crazy times. Crazy times. Some people are saying it's staged. Well, that's the dark net. That's the dark net. And then you ask those people, well, how was it staged? And then they're like, well, So they're going to stage something so dramatically that they're going to one person is dead. Well, and the shooter's dead, whatever. And then two other people are in critical condition. So that one or both of those people are going to also lose their lives. So they staged something where they had to literally kill people. That's nuts. That would be absolutely nuts. I think they just screwed up. They're like, I think we're secure, sir. You could go out there, and there's a roof 150 yards away. And then the guy was walking around that area with a gun, and people were like trying to get the attention of the police, and the police were like, I think he's one of ours. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. What's up, JD Straight Shot? Dark Brandon. Well, no one is talking about Biden at all because the Democrats had all the momentum as far as, they were in a tough spot, obviously, but they had all the momentum. They were getting very close to getting rid of Biden and getting somebody in there that could maybe go toe-to-toe with the Trump. And now, if any of these cable news hosts even mention Biden, they got to replace him. Everyone's going to be like, yeah, whatever. Because now it's all about Trump, and then it's right into the convention. So, Biden takes a back seat and the problems that the Democrats have for at least 5 or 6 days now. Hi, John Davis. How are you? Sorbo, he looked like a guy that would have an animal photo. Which guy? The shooter? The shooter? Good morning from San Francisco. Hey, Kyle. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Attempted assassination, that's what matters. Yeah, of course. And he survived it. That shoot thing definitely had to be in shock, Michelle. His adrenaline was just firing on all cylinders. But I think he wanted his shoes because he didn't want people to know that he's not 6'3". I think that's why. Even in that moment, he's like, I need my shoes. If I leave them behind, people are going to see the 3-inch heels. No. Because people have been making fun of his height forever. Nick, how are you, brother? If you thought Trump had a God complex before this, oh, my God. Crazy. Hi, Paul. Thanks for the $1.99, man. Greatly appreciate that, Paul. Gas isn't cheap going back and forth to Philly today. So thank you very much. Top of the afternoon to you, Donald. Minash, King of the Zaz, down there in South Africa. What are they saying in South Africa about this whole thing, Minash? Secret Service has a weakness when it comes to top floor since 1963. Yeah, they got some kind of like, I don't know, they got some kind of phobia when it comes to checking like high places when a president is around. Holy crap. I mean, you're talking like, people are saying it was a matter of inches. I think it was millimeters that saved the Trump. What does Alex Jones say? And Alex Jones says Biden is going to be targeted next by the deep state. Oh, my God. And blamed on Trump so they could get a replacement candidate. Oh, this is going to get interesting. Is this show on Hulu? Is the Alex Jones on the Hulu? I mean, it is weird that the guy, the shooter, doesn't have much of a presence online, but they're starting to find some stuff, right? Registered Republican, donated to a Democrat candidate. I think he gave $15 maybe to Biden. I'm not really sure, to be honest, but to some Democrat. But he was a registered Republican. And that's all we know right now, right? Definitely not staged. Look at the video. Dude was genuinely, surprised. Oh, the Trump? Yeah, no. No, you're not taking a chance like that. No. No. A rooftop providing a line of sight was unsecured. I find that odd. Yeah, of course there's some odd things in this, but you think they had everything covered and stuff, but there's incompetence. There's incompetence no matter what job you have. There's always incompetence. When I got into radio back in the day, and I was working for a giant radio station, WNEW. I'm like, wow, I finally made it to the big time. And I was so surprised by the incompetence. I'm thinking, when you get to this high level in my career at the time, you would think everyone had their shit figured out. And you realize now people never have their shit figured out. And there's incompetence no matter what you do for a living. Got the police on the beach. Heard some yelling, and now we got some police checking out the beach right now. I'll let you know if it's anything. Because he doesn't want to be on the beach, this guy. I can't show him. He's a bit of a chubby guy. And he looks really hot. Like, I don't want to be dealing with this. I don't see any commotion or anything. I don't know what that's about. Honestly, probably someone called because their dog did some doo-doo too close to their blanket. That's the type of stuff the cops have to deal with out here. You thought it was staged at first? All right. I mean, look, I'm just one dummy just giving my 2 cents on the whole stupid thing. I thought it was amazing that he wanted his shoes like Saul Rosenberg. I need my shoes and glasses. So I have them. LOL, these fake idiots. Give the guy a break. He just took a bullet. Yeah, man, I absolutely. It's too crazy of a shot to be staged. WWE trick could be. LOL. Oh, with the razor blade thing. Hi, Tommy Festa. I think it was a horsefly. Those biddies can make you bleed. He got bit by a horsefly in Butler, Pennsylvania. Very, very nice. Ope's a Trump guy now. No, I'm a human being, Jose. And I I like telling it like it is. See, like somewhere along the way, life has changed, and you can't tell it like it is anymore. If you can only tell it like it is in one direction, and I feel like I have a freedom politically that I can tell it like it is. And all I'm saying is the Trump thing yesterday was absolutely amazing. The picture's iconic. He knew how to play to the cameras because Trump has been playing to the cameras his entire life. And he knew he had to do something with the crowd, and him with the fist and the fight. Although the punch looked a little like, privileged. I've been in a few fights, and every once in a while you have to square off with someone that's privileged. He had one of those weird privileged punches. No, yesterday Trump won the election. I don't know how the Democrats come back from this. I don't know how. That's all I'm saying. And as a human being, I'm glad he's okay. Yes, I'm glad he's okay. I saw it online. Everyone's like, oh, man, one more inch. And then they're like, one of the funniest things I did see was like, they're comparing what happened to Trump yesterday to a golfer, and the golfer's lining up an easy 6-foot putt and misses it. I mean, like I said, the internet has never lost. Oh my God. Just crazy stuff on the internet. Dude, silly. What's up, silly? What would have happened if it hit him? I think if it hit him, I think all hell would have broken loose for real in America. I think it would have been absolutely insane because whether you love or hate Trump, the fact is close to half this country really, really likes that guy. And they would be extremely pissed off. They're extremely pissed off today. But, like it or not, there's a whole bunch of people in America that love the Trump, love his energy, love what he's trying to do in America. Whether it's right or wrong, whether I believe or not, that doesn't matter. The fact is there's a whole bunch of people that are really, really into the Trump. Tommy Festa, I'm in too bad of a mood for this S. Love you guys. Peace out. All right, Tommy, we'll see you on the other side. Think Biden would have survived something like that? No, I don't think so. Like, the people around Trump, they always talk about his insane energy and his go, go, go. They don't understand where his energy comes from on a day-to-day basis. So, no, I don't think Biden would have survived that. No, I don't think so. Brian, thank you. Like, are we just so used to like the gun problem in America that it doesn't faze anybody? Because the one thing I saw yesterday, I'm like, holy shit, I would have been jumping over a fence. I would have been getting out of that situation immediately. People were like, oh, they're making sure they're getting their videos. Like, they weren't fazed. I think a lot of those people were thinking Trump's going to come back out. I think he's going to come back out, so I don't want to lose my seat. And one lady's still sitting down, pretty much eating popcorn, just putting her fist in the air like, yay, 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 this is fun. And I'm with Brian. I was sitting there like, why aren't people really freaked out by this? I mean, I'm sure a whole bunch were, of course, but the optics of some of the shots I saw behind Trump, those people were just kind of sitting there, taking it all in, and not really. It didn't seem like a lot of them were freaked out at all. So, I don't know, man. No one thought that would really be happening. Well, of course not. You never think it's going to happen, right? Let me see, Joe. Hey, Ope, do you think someone from the right will try to take? Well, I don't want to. I mean, you hope not. You hope not. You don't want to see either side of this going on. What a sad world we live in nowadays. It's getting a bit on the dark side, huh? Trump got some street cred. Oh, you think people needed a second to realize what actually was happening? I don't know. They kept filming and they're cheering and they were just really, really into what they were seeing in front of them. It was crazy. Completely secured the black vote. Oh, man. I mean, Black Twitter, hilarious. I can't even, I can't recite some of the videos I saw. But one lady, Trump got up, but she was saying the N-word. I was dying laughing at some of the shit I saw online after this. They don't want to say, hey, Werner, what's up? Werner von Wiener. Oh, damn. They don't want to say, so they're going with the glass. I think more and more people are really thinking he got nicked by that bullet. But, man, the bullet was, I don't know. Who cares if it was the glass, right? It still was an assassination attempt that he survived. In the end, who gives a crap what made his ear bleed? That's just fucking nuts. The bullet hit, then you hear bang, bang. I've been shot 5. Well, they're saying the bullet travels so fast that you actually would not hear the bang until after the fact, which I find kind of crazy. But that's one of the experts on TV explained that you would actually not hear the bang, bang because that bullet's traveling. What does it travel, guys? Where's my shooters at? I think it travels like 1,300 feet a second, I think. So there would be a delay. The bullet whizzes by, and then you actually hear the bang. That's what a couple experts on the TV were saying. So, crazy, sad stuff. Yeah, I agree, man. I'm Australian, and that just wouldn't happen here. Not bringing up the gun BS, but people need strict rules to acquire one. Well, we got a gun culture in America that ain't going away anytime soon. It's just going to get more and more. More and more people are getting guns every single day at this point. It's just our culture, and there's no way around it. You know, the time to do something about guns in America was many, 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 many years ago. Many years ago. Being staged is ridiculous. The head of the FBI got caught cheating on his wife. Do you really think anyone who's seen something or knew something would put their career on the line? Yeah, I know. Some of this stuff, you just use a little logic. It's ridiculous. You know, then there was a video that did really well, vantage point behind Trump, and you have a CIA guy or Secret Service. He's moving people around, moving people away, and that proves it was an inside job because they're trying to give a clear shot. But like, you just use your brain and your logic. The guy's on a roof. He doesn't need people on the ground to move out of the way for him to have a clear shot. That's ridiculous. But that got crazy legs online. No, this proves it was an inside job. See, this guy was clearing everybody out of the way. That's not right. People who think it's staged are effing dumb. Watch the video. Definitely not staged. Dude was genuinely surprised. Oh, yeah, we did that one, right? Yeah, you wrote it again. Yeah, I agree with you, man. Trump was like, what the? Holy crap! That I was in shock. I was in shock watching that yesterday. Now what? Well, now what is I don't know what the Democrats could possibly do to win this election now. That's the now what. Like I said a little earlier, if you're just tuning in, when Reagan was shot at and survived that, I mean, that was way more dramatic. He really got effed up. Then the election came rolling around. This was what, 1980-ish, 81, wherever, 80, I guess. Yeah, right. He won every state except one. One state voted against Reagan. He won 49 out of the 50 states after his attempted assassination. Because there are a lot of people in America that vote with emotion. And I mean, they got their emotion yesterday. They got their motivation to vote for Trump. I don't know. Behind closed doors right now, the Democrats are like, oh, what the F are we got to do? We got a damaged president that we're making believe could still do the job. We were this close to running him out of here. Now no one cares. We can't go on the TV to even push our case against replacing Biden. They're behind closed doors going, what can we possibly do? This guy's going to now win in a landslide. I'm not Gio. So a 20-year-old exploited a loophole in the best security on earth, managed to get a bunch of shots out and missed every round, basically punching Trump's ticket for him. I don't know, man. Well, you also got to remember, like, Trump isn't officially the president, so his security detail is pretty elaborate, but it's not on the same level as what the president gets. Yeah, someone screwed up, of course. I'm with you there, Gio, but someone really, really screwed up. I think what happens is, as you get further and further away in the perimeter, I think it's more like local law enforcement or like, dealing with that type of stuff. And I think there's more potential for someone to, screw up. So maybe some of these local law enforcement guys, they're like, yeah, we see that guy on the roof. It's got to be one of the Trump guys protecting him from a rooftop advantage. Because after a while, how do you know who's who? I always found that weird. Like, how do you know who's who at that point? Can't someone sneak in with some kind of like official uniform with some kind of firearm and go undetected? I'm surprised this crap doesn't happen more. Mainstream media is responsible for this calling Trump a Nazi, Hitler, and a threat to democracy for multiple years. Jonathan, doesn't that work both ways? You don't think Trump has incited people over the last how many years? You don't think he incited people? Come on, man. Come on, man, as Obama would say. Come on, man. Oh, the Genesee shirt? Yeah, look, I love this shirt from Auburn. Got a little Genesee beer shirt on. Love those guys up there. What's up, Mr. Tibbs? Good to see you. Minash, King of the Zaz. The 20-year-old is the new lone nut. Good old Lee Harvey had a good run, 50-plus years. So I'm sure we'll be finding out more, but the coverage is just the same thing over and over and over again. Oh, my God. The lady in charge of the Secret Service worked security for PepsiCo before being upgraded to the White House. Cool credentials, bro. Wait, PepsiCo as in like, isn't that like soda and chips? Wait, she went from being in charge of soda and chips and then upgraded to the White House? Oh, man. 63% describe both Trump and Biden as embarrassing. There's no shame being among that group. Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, somebody's like, aren't you glad? I'm like, no, I'm not glad. I'm glad the guy is okay. I mean, I'm sure Trump didn't want to go through what he did yesterday, but it was the best case scenario for his campaign. That's the reality of this. it's going to catapult him to the White House. I mean, I'm saying that today, so maybe the Democrats have something up their sleeve. But I don't know what they could do. Minash, all comedians must have blew their loads this morning. Yeah, man. Mark Norman had a funny tweet. It was a brave tweet. I had a couple tweets. I'm like, I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna just hold back. But Mark Norman said something like, now you know how it is to be, or no, now we both have been shot in the face. And then it was Stormy Daniels. Mark Norman tweeted that. That's fucking so hilarious and also incredibly brave. Will Mark Norman get crap for that tweet? I doubt it. He couldn't have even ducked down. What, the Biden? Well, I mean, the problem is, what's the problem? The problem is, let's just talk about Trump in this situation. He's got a bulletproof vest on. And just like Kennedy, they say that's what helped Kennedy's demise, that he couldn't duck out of the way because you're a stiff, like the Tin Man when you're wearing one of those things. That's why he kind of went down slow. Trump went down so weird after that. That's why I was convinced that it was a direct headshot. And I was like, oh my God, he ain't getting up. But, then you learn he's got the bulletproof vest on. And that's what made him kind of go down so weird. Without the bulletproof vest, he's ducking down instantly. How does Secret Service, hey, John Quartz, miss the guy laying prone on a rooftop, drones, etc. And they what this dude? Oh, and they missed this dude. Crazy. It's look, dudes. Sometimes the answer is simple: incompetence. Just incompetence. Someone fucked up. You could go to the Alex Jones to have fun with this, and he'll have all sorts of theories for you. But in the end, it's just some dumb incompetence. All right. Well, I wanted to pop on here real quick. I got a story. I'll do it next live stream. Oh wait, let me say hi to this lunatic, Andy Volin. What are you doing? Why are you laughing? What's up?
I drank the coffee and it went down the wrong pipe.
Oh,
splattered all over my floor.
All right. Well,
I'm sorry.
I'm wrapping up, but I figured I'd give you a couple minutes before we get out of here.
What's going on? Oh, I'm sorry I missed you the past. Yes, crazy timing. I'm not good with timing at all.
Oh, it's all good. I've been trying to get Andy on this thing because he's got some unique angles on life in general. What's your thoughts on what happened on the TV yesterday?
What happened?
Oh, you don't know? All right.
No. You know something, Opie? This is not the way to go about it, people. Violence is not look, like who you want to like, dislike who you want to dislike on either side. But, solve it through voting, not violence, man. This ain't going to help matters. We're July. And I told you a few months ago, Opie, that as soon as this November approaches, things are going to get so freaking hairy and heated, and this is not going to help matters.
No, I hate the divide in this country. I hate it. We've always had a divide, but it's an incredible deep divide that I don't even know how we get out of it. I really don't. But the weird thing is, so this happened as I was getting ready for a pretty big party at my friend's house. They were doing like a celebration of life for my friend's wife's mom. And they were planting a tree and stuff. I got a story about the planting of the tree, but I'll do it on the next live stream. I want to just focus on the Trump thing. But so at this party, there had to be no less than 200 people around a beautiful pool in the Hamptons. You had a food truck. You had the ice cream coming out left and right. You had beer if you want. wanted beer and wine. It was just glorious. And everyone was babbling and talking to each other. And no one, this is what's so weird in America, no one was talking about the Trump thing. I found that so unusual.
Really?
Everyone has a phone, so you can't, like the old days, go, oh, you didn't see the news. No, they all
there's
saw
no
it.
way. You can't escape it.
But for whatever reason, no one was talking about it. It was so weird. And then the coverage on TV after the shots and Trump going down, people weren't that fazed behind Trump. I think they were like, oh, this is cool, man. I'm so glad I made this rally. And I think they thought Trump was going to come back out after that.
You know what's weird, Ope? When I first heard it, I went up to Lake George. I went up to the $1 Million Beach there for the weekend.
Nice.
You know, it's nice there this time of the year. It's a great place to go. But I was on the beach. I was with my fam, and I was just scrolling through my Facebook. Somebody mentioned that I think somebody took a pot shot at Donald, and I'm like, yeah, right, okay, yeah, whatever, yeah, just stop. But then more and more, it builds slowly. More and more people were saying, yeah, dude, I think it's real, something, and I couldn't get to the news right away because I was with fam. I was doing all these, I was really busy, but I got to see. But it's weird how nobody. It didn't really affect people around me at first, but then as it builds and builds and builds, then it gets, people are like, holy crap, it's real,
Yeah, it was unbelievable. When I literally saw it on TV, and I haven't watched the Trump rally in a while because, I don't know, I got kind of bored with him, no offense to anybody. He was doing the same stuff over and over again. But with the Biden stuff recently, I'm like, I got to watch this thing because it's going to get pretty wild. And when I saw him go like this with his ear, I thought someone threw something at him at first. And then I'm like, holy crap, that's gunfire. And then how he went down, I was convinced it was over. I was like, holy crap, he's not getting up. And then the rest is history. Gets up with the blood and the flag behind him, and he's screaming, fight, fight, fight with his fist in the air. Biden can't compete with that.
Well, what happened to the assassin, though? What happened with the guy who was there a follow-up on that?
Yeah, he's
maniac.
Done. They took him out. He's a 20-year-old kid, registered Republican, but he donated $15 to a candidate, possibly Biden, a Democratic candidate. And his footprint, I should say, online is very sketchy. There's not a lot there.
Oh, okay.
But they're starting to find stuff. So I'm sure we'll know more. I got to get to Minaj because he is right. Kennedy did not have a bulletproof jacket. That was a back corset because he had such a bad back. Minaj is absolutely right on that. And then Minaj gifted Opie radio membership. So go get them right now. They go fast. You could be a member of my YouTube channel, Opie Radio. But
sorry.
No, go ahead. What else you got on this?
No, nobody. There's somebody in the chat. Something. The comedians are gonna have a field day with this, but nobody beats Carlin. Okay, when he said somebody posted this morning. It was a clip. He goes, "Oh, you hear it when you watch the TV. You hear about some serial killer who, committed these atrocious crimes, and then they interview the neighbor, and they go." Boy, he was always such a quiet person. He was always never bothered anybody. He's so quiet. And he's like, This I find very suspect because while you're watching a quiet one, a real maniac, loud one will come out and fucking kill you.
Right. Well, a few things on that. Carlin was the first one to have that observation. And in my life, I don't worry about the loud ones. It is the quiet ones. It is the quiet neighbor that keeps to himself. Of course it is. It's not the guy throwing a barbecue for his entire family every Sunday. It's the weirdo in his backyard where the grass is higher than the table and he's by himself in the middle of fucking July. Those are the guys I worry about.
Yeah. I mean, you check out a great movie. I like to recommend the movies that Clint Eastwood movie, In the Line of Fire, with John Malkovich.
Oh yeah,
that's a great freaking movie, man. Oh, it's so because I have a friend who was he was a real soldier. I mean, he was in Afghanistan, and he's worked detail one time for I think it was for Clinton. I'm not sure. I don't remember, but He said, I went to see that movie with him way back when, and he said that movie is the most accurate movie about what the Secret Service do and what
Right.
they do with the. He's like, the president gets like, I don't know, 1,100, 1,200 threats a year, and they got to check them all. But John Malkovich was so freaking good in that part, man. It was a great movie.
And he had that homemade gun, which reminds me, yesterday, I was thinking it was a low caliber, like a 22 or something like that, because I'm like, did he just take a 22 to the side of his head and he's going to survive this? And then you realize, obviously, he got nicked by, and it wasn't an AR-15 after all, but
no, that would have caused, I think, a lot more damage. Don't you think?
Man. Yeah, absolutely. I think we're fortunate that only 3 people got shot. Wait, 4 people. Screw the shooter; he doesn't count in the numbers. So
no,
Trump
he doesn't.
3 other people. So 4 people got shot. I think we're sort of lucky because it could have been way fucking worse. But that doesn't help the family of the person that lost his life just going to a Trump rally. That's nuts.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, and that's why this is it's such an ugly thing to do. It's just not the answer, for crying out loud, man. It's just not the answer.
No, LeBron. He goes, remember the Secret Service are human beings. They make mistakes. I think it's just complete incompetence. You really think you get to a level in your career that people finally got it figured out, and you realize no, there's incompetence all the way to the top.
Yeah.
So
and it's such a shock. I mean, how can you? I mean, yes, they're trained to just have that knee-jerk reaction, jump up there and cover him on the podium and drag him down, drag him away. They're trained to do that. But even so, that when you hear a shot ring out like that, it's got to make you just, you're only human. Your adrenaline is going to blow through your ears.
Right.
And you're acting off adrenaline. And
so as soon as I knew Trump was all right, then I don't know. I guess I'm wired differently. But I don't know. There's a ton of people that think like I do. I just started finding all the ridiculousness of it. Trump wanting his shoes. The Melissa McCarthy agent can't get her gun in her holster. She's panicking. And then the old lady's like, all right, now that Trump's in the car, I got to look cool. And she puts her shades on.
Dude, we did not need to know that about her. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah, about McCarthy. I mean, what is that thing with the shoes? They take the shoes off. Why do they do that? What is the why?
When he went down, he lost his shoes. He wanted his shoes back.
That's like that's a Donnie Brasco. That's a Donnie Brasco moment when they go into the Chinese restaurant,
right?
And Johnny Depp has got the recorder on the heel of his foot, and they're like, you come in here, you take off shoes, and he's like, I ain't taking off my shoe. Take off my shoes. Take off your fucking pants. I ain't taking off my shoes.
Right.
And Michael Madsen's like, listen there, Mr. Sakamoto, my friend ain't going to take his shoes off, so why don't you give us a table before I smack you?
Right. There you go. But, I mean, Trump was not fazed by that at all, and that is just going to propel him.
Yeah, like, it will.
I'm just saying, saying what I'm seeing. That's it. Because now people are like, what are you, a Trump supporter? Because you can't admit that. But I mean, you got to be crazy to think this isn't going to propel Trump dramatically forward in his campaign.
It doesn't send a good message, regardless of who people like and dislike. It just, people do. Not enough people think that way. It's either, like you say, this side or that side. You got to think down the middle. As right. Far as I'm concerned, that's just how I look at it.
Yeah,
but you're absolutely right.
But I don't know. It is,
somebody asked what's going to happen next. I mean, geez, I don't even want to know what's going to happen next. But things are just going to. This is just going to throw another log onto the already raging fire in the fireplace. That's what it's going to do.
Yeah, I don't know what event brings the country sort of back together. There's always been a divide. You're crazy if you don't think that, obviously. But the deep divide, I don't know what is it going to take to get us back together. We joked last time you were on that, spaceships with me running down the beach, avoiding laser beams, that wouldn't even do it. Because they would be blaming the spaceships on Biden. It's Biden's fault that the spaceships are in the air.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it's going to take. I have no idea, man.
That's the ultimate thing is the alien invasion. That's not even that. That's nothing. In this day and age, you got to think next step. Something even more terrifying than that, But I don't know what that is.
Royalty saying, Opie, Trump won't win, please. All right. I mean, this is just my 2 cents. I mean, I think a lot of people, they vote on their emotions, and an event like what we saw on TV yesterday is going to propel a lot of people to vote with their emotions. And that's going to be, I wasn't really feeling Trump, but I wasn't really feeling Biden. But wow, after that, I'm voting Trump. You're seeing it online already.
Yeah.
It doesn't guarantee, of course, that Trump's going to win this thing, but it'll be very interesting to see what the Democrats do now. It's like a chess match because they really need to get Biden out of there. I know Biden's done okay in the last couple days, but, you can't have a president where you have to check in on him every day. How did he do today? Well, we're thinking about taking his car keys away, but I think he could still drive for another week or two. You can't have a president like that, and the Democrats know that.
Yeah, and I think that if Joe is out of commission, they're going to put Camila in. Obviously, there's talk about that. I don't know. It's a mess, Opie. It's such a mess
I mean, but just imagine, as they like to say on the TV, the optics. The Republican convention is happening in Milwaukee, and Trump is. Trump is going to walk out on that stage. It's going to be an unbelievable moment. Whether you love the guy, hate the guy, the moment itself is going to be ridiculous.
Oh, forget about it. Forget about it. I loved your quote that you made. I saw it in the private Facebook group about you were saying something about Joe, the candy speech from Planes, Trains.
Oh yeah. Thank you. I love that line. John Candy being the genuine article, I think is the line, right?
Yeah.
I don't care what you think of me. My friends like me, my customers like me, my wife likes me because I'm the genuine article. That's Biden. That's Biden.
Yeah, and then you see Donald like dipping his head in shame, going, "I'm sorry, Joe."
Biden almost lost his vice president yesterday. Thank you, Hearts. It needs to be said. Thanks for the comment, Hearts. Biden almost lost his vice president yesterday. Vice President Trump. We all know that Trump has been secretly in the vice president for Biden.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, almost. And I think they should have another. I don't know. I used to think that before this incident, they were going to have another debate, like one in September, I think, and I was all for another debate. But I think that Joe should walk out. Doing the John Candy mess around.
The mess around.
Don't mess around. Don't mess around. Doing the waka waka with his hands walking out on stage and he's dancing.
There's no more debates. There's no way there's gonna be another debate. I don't see a scenario where there's another debate. I see Trump walking out on that stage at the convention like a goddamn rock star. And then Biden has to match that energy at his convention. That's what they got to focus on. Somehow they got to match that energy that you're going to see in a few days.
It can only I just we keep our ear to the ground, but let's see, July, August, September, October. No, so 3 months away. 3 months away, and things. It's the Carlin quote of the century. Like we got a front row seat to the clown show.
Right. It's unbelievable, man. Sometimes I wish I was on the radio on a regular basis because this stuff is like.
Oh my God! Could you imagine? Could you imagine Patrice's take on this?
No, of course not. Of course not. All right, listen, Annie, I gotta go.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, no, thank you for having me pop on, Op. I'm glad I got on. The timing was perfect finally for a change.
No worries, brother. You know, it's just like talking to Patrice. You know, I'm so glad where my careers went.
Yeah.
Just,
We miss that guy. We miss him.
yes, we do. Andy Vaughn, thank you. Always a pleasure. We'll do it again soon, okay?
Yeah, you got it. Have a great day, Op.
All right, you too, buddy. There he goes, Andy
Talk to you-
Vaughn from the
talk to you
private
soon.
Facebook group, by the way. So a lot of people are like, wait, why do some of these people get on your live stream? It's a perk of being part of my private Facebook group, Opie Radio fans. I put the link in there almost every day. And if you got something, you pop on and you hang with me. All right. So I'd appreciate it if you joined. That would help the kid to continue doing this. Gave me a few bucks, man. I greatly appreciate that. Big time. We got a giant road trip we're about to undertake. So there you go. And then it's stupid to promote. Anyway, guys, we'll talk soon. All right. Thank you very much for checking this out. Have a lovely Sunday. Bye. Bye for now.